Hey guys, it's Jim again. Haven't done a video in a while because I've been working nights, so this is actually a late night video. I think it's almost midnight. But anyway, I was going through my videos and looking at my stuff, and I realized that I hadn't done a review of one of my favorite shaving soap sticks. The Toja, or La Toja. I don't know, I hear people pronounce it differently. I like both ways. La Toja, La Toja, La Toja. I don't remember how to pronounce a J in Spanish. I think it's an H. It's an H, yeah. La Toja. Anyway. I like it. It's Spanish made. I already shaved my throat area, my face, so I'm going to lather up my head. Cleaned everything up to show how to do this. You just rub the soap stick in your whiskers. Like this. And of course the hair picks up the soap. The little hairs. I like this stick. The scent is mild, but very pleasant. It's very kind of a clean, classic scent. Yeah. It's like 1.75 ounces or something like that for the stick, and you can usually find them for just a couple bucks. Very good. It's great for travel. 50 grams. I don't have a Spanish brush, I don't think. But I have a Portuguese brush, and they're right next door, so I'm going to use the Semogue 2000 Boar bristle brush. This was my first boar, and it caused me to fall in love with boars. I mean, I do like synthetics, but man, a good boar bristle brush, once it's starting to break in and those tips split, and it's just awesome. You can get some really great lathers off firm soaps with a boar bristle brush. Now remember, you have kind of soap on different parts of your head, so you have to spread it out a little more evenly because you didn't build it in a bowl and it's all uniform. You have soap residue all over your head, so you're going to have to hit it and build that lather on your head. You might dip your tips a little bit and get a little more water a couple times, or it'll be pasty. But man, look at that. From the stick. Some people will rub the brush like on the stick, like the stick will be up and they'll rub it on the stick and pick up soap, but I kind of like to just use it the way that they designed it and rub it directly on the whiskers and then hit it with a damp brush. Build the lather. Takes me back to my head lathering days. And you can hear that. Look at that. Get it wetter. It takes a couple minutes to build a lather on the skin, but man, it's a very luxurious experience compared to just bowl lathering and then building your lather in the bowl and then just spreading it on, painting it on. There should be no doubt that the whiskers are hydrated if you're face or head lathering. Okay, I'm ready. Excuse me. Shaving with one of my favorite razors today, my Micromatic Clog Pruf. This blade, honestly, I have no idea how many shaves it's got on it. Over 5. Still cutting. I think I got a mosquito bite tonight. When I get a mosquito bite, I have a bad, I swell up. Might be a pimple, but I think it's a mosquito bite. It's bugging me. Freaking hate mosquitoes. Because I have such a reaction when they bite me. I swell up and itch like crazy. One time I was at work and I took a Benadryl for it, and oh geez, yeah, somebody offered me a Benadryl and I took it and it just knocked me out, so I can't really take Benadryl. I was falling asleep at work. Had a few days growth tonight, but it's one good thing about the single edge blades, especially the gem bladed razors, man, they will go through it. Whether it's like a Clog Pruf or a Micromatic or a gem ever ready, that single edge gem blade will mow it down. And this is one of my favorite razors. I just can't get over the edge of this, the age of this razor. The idea of it, I love it. The age of this razor, and it still works just fine. Of course, it's lost most of its plating. It's almost just brass. Still shaves like a champ. Well, I hope everyone's summer's going okay. I mean, we're getting into August. Uh-oh, my brush lost a couple bristles for some reason. It's a Boar brush, they do that sometimes. And I never really soak it in, like really hot water, just warm water. You don't need to soak it in super hot water, it's unnecessary. I mean, just warm water is enough to get the bristles hydrated and ready to go without being brittle. It doesn't need to be scalding hot. And there's plenty of residual slickness with this Toja. I have no idea. I mean, I just really, this is just, I get the razor dripping and go right back at it. My head is very forgiving. My scalp is pretty tough, but still, if you're not comfortable doing that, don't shave anything. As a general rule, don't shave anything that doesn't have lather on it. You want that layer of protection there for glide and cushion. But you know how people are. I often don't practice what I preach. But I've been doing this for a few years, so you know, if I screw up, yeah, look at that. Just popped up out of nowhere. Yeah, if I screw up, it's all on me. I can't blame anybody else. It's my shave. If I cut myself or get razor burn, I have no one to blame but myself these days. Yep, and stuff takes it down. I got a few days growth, and it's just no worries. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love like my red tips and my Techs, Gillettes. I mean, we even have a Mueller R41 head or two around here that we like to use. Stephanie really likes that, and I'll use it occasionally. But man, there's just something about that gem blade razor. I love it. You know, I really do like to focus more on head shaves when I'm shaving, doing shave videos now. I don't know why. Kind of just focus on that one thing rather than jump from my head to my cheeks to my throat, back and forth. I like to just focus on the head shave for the video. I think it gets the point across. Yeah, when you're head shaving, it's just like the face. I mean, occasionally you get hair that grows in all kinds of funny directions, and you may have to go and get it. You know what? I'm going to do one more quick pass. I'm just going to use the lather that's in the brush right now. Get it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, look how much lather's still in there just from that first application. Plenty. And that's the thing with the second pass and the third pass, maybe, if you're doing that, it doesn't need to be really thick. You just want that layer of slickness. It doesn't have to be thick because the majority of the whisker is gone. You're just getting closer to the skin. So you don't need that big fluff, you know, a bunch of yogurty lather all over the place. You just need a thin layer. Just make sure it's, you know, hydrated. And the Toja, I want to find out how that's pronounced. I feel like a jerk not knowing that. I took a year of Spanish in high school. I got enough friends in Mexico and stuff. I should know how to pronounce that. Okay. One more pass and then we're done. This is going to be a quick one. Can you hear that? Can you hear that feedback? Getting just a little closer. That's another thing about these gem razors, they get excellent audio feedback. The auditory feedback is great. You know you're catching whiskers when you're shaving with one of these. Oh, that feels good. All done. Okay, let's rinse this off, get some aftershave going on. And that Toja, the soap, has such a great aftershave. The skin feel after the shave is just awesome. I'll just put on some aftershave, change my shirt, and I'm good to go. And I got matching aftershave lotion from Spain. Oh, Barcelona, yeah. They make it in Dusseldorf and Barcelona, the company that makes it. Yeah. Stuff has such a great scent. I mean, oh, If I had, if I was able to buy this at the store when I was in high school, I would have worn a lot more aftershave like this, man. And it's not an old fart scent like Clubman. Lots of people complain about it, but it smells really good. It's got vitamin B in it for your skin, B5. It's good, very good. It's a big 150 ml bottle, so you buy a couple sticks of this soap, the Toja soap, and then you get one of those bottles of aftershave to go with it, and you're good to go for a while. Man, that felt good. And it's hot, but I didn't feel like using a menthol soap tonight, so I decided to. I looked through my reviews and decided to use the Toja because it's one of my favorite commercial soaps, and it's got a nice, clean, masculine aftershave scent to the aftershave, and it just feels great on the skin. It's got those mineral salts. It's good for the skin. So, just as a follow-up, I did use a Semogue 2000 boar bristle brush, natural fiber, or natural bristles. Hey, look at that. They still got plenty of lather in there. And this is a good lather. Just from a head lather, rubbing that stick on the skin. It's got a great feel. Not too yogurty, but everything you want in a soap is there. It's slick, it's cushiony, smells good. It isn't too strong. I think anybody could use that Toja soap. And the aftershave has a classic but not dated scent to it. It's a masculine, but it's not dated. The Europeans are good at that. So, oh, and the Micromatic Clog Pruf with the hero of this shave, this gym blade, and I have no idea how many shaves are in it. Somewhere between 5 and 10, I would suspect. Still cutting like a champ. So I hope everyone's having a good summer, and happy shaves. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.